2013. Please welcome Hussain Talab.
Our next guest is a person who has played first-class cricket for Islamabad. He's a vital part of the Islamabad United team. A round of applause for Imran Khalid.
Our next two guests are undoubtedly the most important part of Islamabad United. The first guest, he holds the record for the fastest 50 in Test cricket. He also holds the record. He also held the record for the fastest 100 in Test cricket. He happens to be the most successful captain in Pakistan.
With him, ladies and gentlemen, is an Australian cricketer who was one of the best batsmen of his era. He is most remembered for his splendid 210 runs in the Sabin Heat of Madras in 1986, showing immense mental strength despite physical ailments. He was also part of the revival of the Australian cricket team in the 1987 World Cup and the 1989 Ashes. He also happens to be head coach of Islamabad United, the team which won the Pakistan Super League. And he is lovingly known as our very own Ustad Dino. So ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause for Misbah Al-Haq?
The creation of the country itself. Last year when PCB announced their launch of Pakistan Super League, it was a very exciting moment. However, once the PSL started, it wasn't a very smooth sailing for the United fans. But once it got underway, we witnessed the transformation of a team into a unit that could take on anyone, anywhere, anytime. Ladies and gentlemen, Lums community has a lot of Islamabad United supporters. So we went out and asked these people what they thought about the team and its victory. They gave us some very interesting answers. Let's have a look at what they said.
सब लेफ्ट जैसे बैठे सब लाइन में सही है इससे आगे कोई और नहीं जाना चाहिए
बोलना चाहिए तो बोला कहेंगे कि हमारा एशिया का टॉप का जो है प्लेयर है टेस्ट प्लेयर उसने पाकिस्तान का बहुत नाम रोशन किया और आगे भी करेगा इंशाल्लाह जबरदस्त बंदा है दुनिया वाली का शेर है
throughout the field and the guy who has been an inspiration for almost all of us, not just the team but all of us, and we can't wait to see this one.
The way that he's led the team, despite the spot fixing Sandro 2010 was worthless, it's a
story. It's a wonderful blockbuster story, and I think this was the best captain that my side has had since the beginning. Describe Mumbai in a few words.
Great best, great player, amazing player, good looking.
इकबाल आपके बारे में कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे आप?
मैंने अपनी बात में पाकिस्तान को किया
He's been my favorite commentators over the years, one of my favorites, and I was not privileged enough to see him play during his time, and I would also like to thank you for playing an integral part in revival of cricket in Pakistan.
Please say a few words about Dean Jones.
Dean Jones has been impressive. I've seen Islamabad United finally in the PSL, and I'll only say about his feats. Thank you, Dean Jones, thank you, Islamabad United.
Describe Irfan in one word. Salam Bangai.
Very, very lucky to have a brilliant captain and some brilliant players to win the first ever Pakistan Super League. Now, I want people to be honest here. Can we be honest just for the next minute or so? Put your hands up if you truly follow Islamabad United. Okay? Okay? Put your hands up if you truly follow Peshawar or Quetta. Honestly, okay? Oh, okay. I don't see Peshawar Quetta. It's been an amazing journey to picking a team, having a brand new. It was rough, and we didn't quite get things right early. But when you want to start a company or have a family, you need quality leaders. You need people that you can count on. And we were very, very fortunate enough to have one of the greatest captains Pakistan's ever had. And the #1 Test captain in the world. Until he plays Australia in a couple of months. Trust me. And I say this sincerely, and these guys know I'm very honest. I reckon Pakistan will do very, very well. So, we went through some hard times, and anything valuable in your life, you have to earn it. Nothing in life is given to you for free. And except God above gave us a talent to play cricket or to coach. I got that for free. But to actually get off your backside, to go out there and execute your skills, it takes fitness, it takes passion, and it takes commitment. And that is the reason why these boys here were lucky enough to go on to win Pakistan Super League, because you have to earn it. And there are times halfway through the tournament we weren't playing that well. They didn't understand their roles within the team. But I had a vision, along with Misbah, this is the way I want us to play T20 cricket, because I've been watching T20 cricket since 2003. I've seen more T20 cricket played in the world than anyone else. And I got this vision. It's about power. It's about athletes. It's about guys who can whack the ball at the death, who guys can be absolutely brilliant in the field. And people say, oh, how did you guys win the last 5 games in a row? Last punch games in a row? the bottom line is, we only dropped one catch in 11 games. One catch. Life, hopefully everyone wants to go here. I've got the Dino philosophy formula, because I am an Ustad professor, okay? Self-appointed. It's 70% life is defense and 30% is offense. I'm going to pick a guy out. For example, Misbah. How many hundreds you made? He's made 10. Only 10. 10. And on average, it takes him, apart from one day, a wonderful knock in Dubai, where he made the fastest ever test 100 at one stage on 56 balls. The fact was, on average, quality gun players take 180 balls to make a test 100. Okay? The question is, what are the 3 most played shots in that 180 balls? And number 1 is forward defence. Number 2 is back defence. And number 3 is let the ball go. Now, he's an attacking player, yeah? They all add up to, the aggregate is 130 balls out of the 180. So his defence is outstanding. Yeah, his offence is great too, we know that. You've got to have both. But you can't go through life without having proper defensive skills. Our defensive skills in our Islamabad team is our fielding, our knowledge of the opposition, what go-to shots guys go to, what guys can't play slow balls. I've got to know more about the opposition than the opposition knows about themselves. And lastly, above all, the players must know more about what their role is in the team. Now, this 70-30% defence-offence Dino philosophy is valid, is massive, right? If you don't go home to your mum and dad, particularly to your mum, and say, Mum, can I do anything for you? Can I help you make the dinner, or help you do this at home? They're your defensive skills to make your mum like you for the rest of the night. Do you understand what I'm saying? Same goes for guys who are married. When you go home, you say to your beautiful bride, geez, you look beautiful. Can I do anything for you? That's your defensive skill to get through life. Okay? So, we're really proud of what we've done with the Islamabad United team. Watched by 77% of all televisions in Pakistan, the whole Pakistan Super League. That is a massive penetration rate to get it out there in our first ever year. And I'll tell you, inshallah, come March 4, Islamabad United will play in the final here in Lahore and bring the grand final. Bashar Quetta won't be here, we will be here. But above all, we'll talk a little bit more, but can I just say, this is really cool to see the joy on guys' faces. In Australia, I'm lucky enough to win a World Cup. We never got this chance to meet the people and doing this. So I really appreciate you coming out and saying hello and being part of what's been actually. So without further ado, I want everyone to get off their backsides and stand and welcome the Pakistan cricket captain.
Thank you, everyone.
Love you.
Thank you.
Love you.
How many times I've listened to that? I definitely will be banned coming to Lums again.
It's the voice of Nash.
Dino said a lot throughout the day. He's been praising and saying a lot of things for me. But I think the whole team was really wonderful. Mr. Dino, Wasim Akram, and our managers Rehan and Hassan are over there sitting. They started by picking the right team, and also they were the one who picked me also. Otherwise, I wasn't sure somebody is going to pick me in the PSL one. Thank you all. Your energy is wonderful. Wherever we went throughout this celebration, I haven't seen energy like this. We all will remember this, that we have a lot of fans here in Lums, which usually students are associated with studies and professionals, but the kind of love you have for the game and PSL and cricketers, that's wonderful. And that's what makes us stars. That's what we play this game for. It's because of you guys. You love the players, you love the game, you watch it, you enjoy it, and that's why we love this game and we enjoy playing this game. Executing our skills for you. It's wonderful that we are in front of each other. Dino had a lot of philosophies, a lot of stats, and every game, before every game, he just comes up with something different. And I can't recall really how many stats he just showed to the whole team. And after the game, if some of them were really missing and still we managed to win the game, it's already on our WhatsApp group. And he was looking, who's just sent that? And most of the time it was red-headed, reminding Dino that your stats proved to be wrong today. But I think as a team we did some wonderful things. It's part of life when you're down, when you are not doing well, you are under pressure. It's very easy. You started as a group. You are individuals. You are not like a team. But that was the key in case of Islamabad United. And credit should be given to Mr. Dino and honors Mr. Ali Nakvi, who actually is a student of Lums. So, they always come up with good things, always backing the players, no interference in our professional skills. They allowed Dino and me to just work for the team, how we going to play, how we have different combinations, and never said anything. Totally believed, and finally the team start clicking and we start winning. And that is the key in your life. If you believe in your qualities, if you believe in yourself and your hard work, sooner or later it's going to pay off. What you need to do, you just need to carry on the good work. Believe in yourself, be consistent, disciplined, and do your hard work. And finally, you will just be there where you want to. And that is the key lesson what I have learned from my life. That is the key lesson which everybody should just remember in their lives. There are no shortcuts. If you go, if you work hard, your intentions are good, you know your goals, and you know the process, and it's all hard work. You will definitely succeed in your life. Once again, I would like to thank everyone, my team, all of you. It's been an honor to be in such a valuable crowd where people know, where people really have respect for the stars. It's a pleasure to be here in this institute. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the amazing life lessons and cricket lessons. Please, that's the correct answer.
The next question is, by how many wickets did Islamabad United win against Quetta Gladiators in the PSL final? You at the back. Yes. 7.
The gentleman at the back with the red shirt. Sorry? Sir. 5.
Oh, this is a tricky one. Who is the head coach of Islamabad United?
That's the correct answer. Our next question is, how many balls did...
Now we come towards the last question. Against which team did Dean Jones make his ODI debut?
Hang on. No clue.
Can you choose anyone from those that you would like to answer?
Yes! And can I tell you, I made 48 not out, and the first shot I hit mid off and got one. I took you through the innings. No, I won't go. Australia won though, so sorry.
Another question, bonus question for you to win. Who got the highest number of catches from Islamabad United in the PSL?
Sir. Who?
No.
No. Hang on. Sir, in the Pakistan outfit, yes. Who? No. Hang on. Sir, in the blue. Yes, you with the A, it says Australia. No. Sir, over there, yeah. Yes. No! Huh? Brad had it.
No.
At the back, hang on, at the back, sir. And the, yeah, shoot. Yep.
Alright, I'll give you the hint for you guys. One person is right in front of you right now.
Sir, Asif Valley? No.
Asif is the right answer.
Huh?
Asif is the right answer.
This man here, yeah.
Okay, now we'd like Dean Jones and Ms. Balhak to ask a few questions of their own from the crowd.
So if you got any questions you want to ask, I'm going to ask the group. Gee, do you really think Pakistan's going to beat Australia? Do you think? Do you really think that Peshawar's going to beat Islamabad? What questions do you want? You can ask me something. Yes, sir. Yeah.
I want to ask you, why didn't you play the celebration match that you had in Rawalpindi? I saw you playing in...
I did. Didn't I? I made 29 off 10 balls. When you watching? I did play. Yeah. Yeah.
Can I get a picture with you?
No.
Any other questions you want to talk about the team and how we put it together, the finances of it, all that sort of stuff? Yes, yeah. The best banter. We call it sledging. Yeah. Well, in my time, which is a while back, last century, Steve Waugh was playing for New South Wales and captain with his little red thing coming up. And there was a guy that played for South Australia. He was the captain, and his name was Jamie Siddons. Very good player in his own right, but he never, ever played a test match, right? And he's very upset with that, but he scored thousands upon thousands of runs for South Australia. And he said, first slip, out walks Steve Waugh to take block. And Steve Waugh takes block, and he's fiddling and doing stuff, and he's taking ages to take the first ball. And Jamie Siddons yells out, "Oh, come on, Steve, it's not a bloody test match." And Steve Waugh said, "That's right, because you're here." That was very funny, it must be said. But banter-wise, you got any guys that sledged you when you sledged them back, or anything funny at all?
Australian?
No, he's got nothing. Any other questions we ask the guys? Yes, sir. Yeah.
Right before the PSL draft, you had a selfie with Shahid Afridi, and he said he's the man I'm going to get ready. I'm considering him for the next draft.
Okay, it's a very good question. Put your hand up if you've eaten Kentucky Fried Chicken. Put your hand up, yeah? Okay. Does it say on the box what are the 11 secret spices and herbs? It doesn't, it's a secret. I had to do a little bit of marketing, knowing the fact that we were never going to pick Shahid Afridi. I even had to tell him the fact that we're going to pick him, but we would never work. And the reason for that, and I love Shahid Afridi, he's a fantastic cricketer, and all that type of stuff. But we were number 3 pick. Peshawar was number 1 pick. Is that right? Oh, we were number 1. Sorry, I'll get this right. We were number 1 and Peshawar number 3. And they always wanted Shahid Afridi to go back and play for home. And I didn't want to stop that. And I knew he really wanted to go there. But I wanted to say we're going to pick him first. Because if we're going to trade him, we wanted to get something back. And get something back, we asked for their first pick in platinum and their second pick, also platinum. Now, do you know what that means? Number 3 pick we picked Shane Watson, and then I got Andre Russell, the best banger middle order player in the world, and I got Sam Budry, who's the best spinner in the world as well. So, and then we got Misbah, and I got the 4 best players of the top 8 picks. And people said we weren't going to be favourites. I don't get that. You know? So we actually worked it out. Plus we got some money for him as well, for the owners. It's all about trading, and it comes down to Shahid Afridi fit our team and do well, you bet. But at the same time, I want to actually be able to get 2 unbelievable players, which we did. So this sporting business of franchise cricket, you don't get what you want all the time. So we went about trying to pick certain players to suit our team plan the way it's going to be done. Now, for example, this boy here, Asif Ali. I didn't know too much about Asif at all, but I instructed Hassan and Rehan over there, is my analytics guys, to go out there and give me the best analysis on these guys. I want strike rates. I want guys who can bang it over 150 per 100 balls. I want guys that third ball they can hit a 6. What I call, he's got great eyes. His name keep popping up all the time. I wanted to get him. Same thing was with Hassan Salat, who's the best emerging player outside of England. And then I always must believe, part of the making a cake, you don't want to have too much vanilla essence. It's all about getting the right formula. But I always believe that, without doubt, you must have a quality left-arm orthodox spinner in your team. Who was the best guy that numbers popped up with the best economy rates, best strike rates? It was Imran Khalid. So when we talk about why didn't you go to Shahid Afridi, when you pick a team, a quality franchise unit, it's not just going to be good in 1 year. It's going to be good, hopefully, very competitive in the next 3 to 5 years. You better do your goddamn homework on players who you think you can play T20 cricket. Because T20 cricket's not like Test cricket. It's about power. It's about whether guys have courage to hit a 6 off the first ball they face. Or they've got to bowl, a guy like Imran Khalid's got to bowl to a guy like Chris Gale, first ball. He could get hit for 6 and hit another, or he's going to what we call out-skilling. We asked this with Brad Haddon, and Misbah always said, let's go out there and out-skill them. If you can bowl good out-swingers, you bowl. If you can smash it for 6 first ball, you can do it. So it's all about understanding what your players you have. And lastly, I want to talk about one guy who I think is probably one of the major cricket stars that's about to hit the horizon. He's already done it with Shazil Khan. Yeah. This guy. I didn't know too much about this lad, except the numbers as an opening batsman were phenomenal, right? And we spoke down with, and of course I spoke to Misbah. You wait to see him in the nest. I saw him in the nest once, and I said to him, do not listen to anyone except for me from now on. You are going to be the player of the tournament. I want you to go out there and whatever comes in your mind and you see the ball, you hit it. I don't want you getting out to little shots hitting the 30-metre circle. If you're going to get out, I want you to be got out on the 65, 70-metre boundaries. And here's the last thing I said to him. When Shahid Afridi comes on to bowl, I want you to hit him into another country. Now, there's a reason for that. We play a very tough sport. There's not much respect shown, even though there's wonderful respect and goes for Shahid Afridi. But if you hit him into another place, Shahid Afridi is the T20 captain of Pakistan at the time. You're going to get picked for Pakistan if you hit him into another planet. Which he did, right? And now where he is now is #1 player in the Pakistan team. We are so proud that they're playing tonight as we speak. We've got 6 Islamabad players in the 12 of the Pakistan. So hopefully, with all due respect to all the Shahidi fans, and he's what I love watching, I love calling him when I was a commentator. That's the reason I have to say things to the press, because I'm one of them. We'll lead them down the road, but we had another agenda just pick other players. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So any other questions, Rob? Yes, sir.
What was the most difficult moment as a coach for you during the PSL, and which was the most difficult player for you to tackle during the PSL?
Well, they're all different, aren't they? Shane Afridi, when he comes out the bat, is a problem. Particularly when bowlers, might be a good answer here, particularly when Shahid Afridi come out to bat, when Andre Russell was bowling to him. I might get Miss Barr to talk about that.
Yeah. You know, Andre Russell, he's a Jamaican, so it's in their blood. And I think whatever they are doing, whatever they are thinking, that is right. So, Shahid was smashing every ball out of the park, and Andre just came to bowl. I just walked to him and asked, what you are going to bowl? He said, oh man, since reversing, I have bowled Yorkers. I said, are you sure? I think you need to bowl normal length deliveries, outswingers, and a couple of bounces. He said, no. Just set the speed, I'm going to bowl Yorkers. First ball, fine leg up, scale leg. I told him you were going to bowl Yorker to him, you're going to just play that ramp shot. He's good at that. He said, no, it's reversing. He would not be able to do that. Okay, fine. First ball, ramp 6. I was relaxed because at that time they required 18 and over and still 70 runs to win. So I thought, okay, this is the time I should just give him a go. He should just think at his own and let him do what he wants to do, and then I will just come into the picture. Next ball, what to do? Okay, I'm gonna bowl offside off some Yorker. His best shot is inside out. He will hit two over covers for 6. He said, no, it's reversing. Okay, you're sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure. Next volleyball, right there, 6 over covers. What do you do now? He said, okay man, I will listen to your plan. I said, okay, you just drop your fine leg back, scale leg up, mid-wicket back, long on, put your long up in the center, deep cover, and bowl in normal length delivery or bouncer. Next ball, you bowl the length ball and you just hit it towards mid-wicket, caught at mid-wicket. After that, he believed that, okay, whatever the captain is saying, that's right on the next. So that was the story behind that. And sometimes captain just have to listen to the player, just to let him know that I am here to command. Whatever you are thinking, sometimes it might be wrong, and sometimes captain might be wrong also. If his plans are working, then fine. When his plans are not working, then you are there to help him.
Next for
you. Thank you.
सॉरी अब आप लोग से कोई सवाल नहीं पूछेगा, अब सिर्फ मैं सवाल पूछूंगा। सबसे पहले एडमिन ने कहा है कि बहुत ज़्यादा लोग हो गए तो हमें लोगों को कम करना होगा, तो जिन की जीपीए 300 ऊपर है वो प्लीज बाहर निकलें। Not a surprise कि इनकी 300 ऊपर थी। कुछ सवाल मैं करना चाह रहा था, हुसैन, इमरान और आसिफ यहाँ बैठे। and you know I'll be translating as well. तो इमरान सबसे पहले मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा कि जब इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड की टीम में जो है तो उसमें सईद अजमल भी थे, उसमें सैमुअल बद्री भी थे, दोनों खासतौर पे T20 फॉर्मेट के और वैसे भी हाईली रैंक्ड स्पिनर्स थे। तो उसमें कभी आपको मतलब कोई ऐसा लगा कि शायद मैं कंट्रीब्यूट नहीं कर पाऊँगा या मुझे पीछा रहना चाहिए, या शुरू से यही इरादा था कि अपना नाम बना लें?
सबसे पहले तो मैं यही कहूँगा कि मैं अगर यहाँ पे बैठा हुआ हूँ, मैं बड़ा प्राउड फील कर रहा हूँ, और मैं सबसे पहले थैंकफुल हूँ अपनी मैनेजमेंट का, अपने मैनेजर्स का, अपने कैप्टन का। मेरा नाम जब ड्राफ्ट में आया तो हम लोग दुबई गए, तो पहला दिन हमारा नेट का था, तो मैंने वहाँ पे सिर्फ 2 से 3 बॉल किए थे। वसीम भाई वो मेरे पास आए और उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि यार आप सारे मैच खेलोगे। मतलब वहीं से मुझे ऐसा वो मिला, मुझे लगा नहीं कि मैं बैठूंगा भाई, क्योंकि 2 से 3 बॉल करने के बावजूद उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि आप सारे मैच खेलोगे। मतलब ये तो ज़हन में नहीं था कि मुझे चांस नहीं मिलेगा, बाकी ये कि यही था कि जब भी मुझे चांस मिले मैं इंशाल्लाह अच्छा परफॉर्म करूंगा और अपनी सिलेक्शन को सही साबित करूंगा।
ये प्राइजेस जीतने के लिए आप सब लोग लोटे होकर इस्लामाबाद के लिए चला रहे थे। I'm sure there's a lot of Karachi fans. तो आसिफ अली यहाँ बैठे। आसिफ ने सिर्फ 2 मैचेस खेले थे, जिनमें से एक में इन्होंने हमारी टीम को हराया था। शारजाह में आप लोग चेस कर रहे थे और काफ़ी प्रेशर सिचुएशन में आपको अंदर लाने का था। आप एक सप्लीमेंट्री प्लेयर भी थे। ऐसे लम्हात में खास तौर पे जब आप पाकिस्तानी डोमेस्टिक प्लेयर्स ने पूरी ज़िंदगी PSL जैसे कोई कॉम्पिटिशन में हिस्सा नहीं लिया है, और फिर एकदम से आप शारजाह में फुल हाउस है और बड़ी चेज है, तो मतलब कितनी देर लगती है उस प्रेशर से बाहर निकलने में, और उस वक्त आपके साथ जो क्रीज पे बैट्समैन थे उन्होंने किस तरीके से आपको हौसला दिया?
प्रेशर तो बहुत था, क्योंकि मेरा फर्स्ट टाइम था ऐसी इतनी बड़ी क्रिकेट खेलने के लिए, और प्रेशर इतना था कि मुझे कुछ समझ नहीं आ रही शॉट मारा था और मेरे माइंड में यही था कि यार एक शॉट मार तो ये उड़ हो गए जा रहे थे, मुझे कहते कि यार इधर से आना कि ओवर खत्म हो गई और बाकी तुम देख लेना। तो मैंने सोचा इतने टाइम में कि यार इस बंदे को मेरे पे इतना कॉन्फिडेंस है कि ये मैच जिता देगा, तो मुझे अपने लिए नहीं है, तो जो प्रेशर था वो खत्म हुआ और मैंने मैच में
आपसे मैं पूछना चाहूँगा, जो खासतौर पर यंग प्लेयर्स आ रहे थे, तो एक तो ऑब्वियसली सीनियर्स के साथ, सारे लेजेंड्स ऑफ द गेम के साथ आपको बड़ा फ़ायदा मिलता है, मगर जब मैच ख़त्म होता है, जब आप लोग सोशली हैंग आउट कर रहे होते हैं मुख्तलिफ मुल्क के खिलाड़ियों के साथ, वो एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा था?
आई थिंक उनसे हमें काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिला। ऑब्वियसली हम अपने सीनियर प्लेयर जो हमारे पाकिस्तान के स्टार हैं उनके साथ मैं SNGPL में खेलता हूँ, काफ़ी प्लेयर हैं, उनसे काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिला। और PSL में जो फॉरनर्स थे उनसे काफ़ी कुछ सीखा है, और वो बताते थे इस तरह चलना है, इस तरह चलना है, काफ़ी चीज़ें उनसे सीखने को मिली।
अच्छा, हुसैन बता नहीं रहे, बेसिकली हुसैन का भी काफ़ी जैंगो फैशन स्टाइल है, आंड्रे रसल का भी था। ये लोग अक्सर दुबई में जो है एक दूसरे से शॉपिंग की टिप्स भी लिया करते हैं।
जी बिल्कुल, प्लान हमारा बना भी था कि शॉपिंग करने।
ये बात नहीं सही हो सकती क्योंकि आंद्रे रसल को तो हम सिर्फ ग्राउंड में ही देखते हैं, उसके बाद तो वो डोपिंग वालों को नहीं मिला था।
कल जो हाल ही में जो पिंडी में मैच हुआ था, सेलिब्रेशन मैच, उसमें आपने वसीम अकरम को चौके मारे, तो उस वक्त बुरा नहीं लग रहा था?
मुझे तो काफ़ी अच्छा लगा, लेकिन वसीम भाई काफ़ी गुस्से करेंगे।
अच्छा, so Tira, I want to ask you something. It was something that I never really, we've been following the game, we've been watching it all our lives. But it was seeing the players up close where you get an idea of how important confidence is or belief is for sportsmen. You need to have them believing in themselves and their team literally 24/7. Which is something I think fans don't quite understand or don't realize. Like how do you get inside a player and get him to believe in the vision that you spelled out?
It's a really good question. A lot of fronts. I first started for Australia 1984, my first test match, way before some of you were born, obviously. So, the bowlers I had to face was Malcolm Marshall, Joel Garner, Andy Roberts, Michael Holding. And we were within a team, an environment that was imploding. We had the worst Australian cricket team attitude. All we sat down and go, oh, look how fast Malcolm Marshall's bowling. Here's Viv Richards. Oh my, look. There's Clive Lloyd. There's Gordon Greenwich. Oh, how fast he's bowling. And I'm a young kid and I'm just gone in the head, yeah? And we played accordingly because of it. Interestingly, when we won the World Cup and later in the 1980s, early 1990s, before Pakistan became world champions again, when you're in a really good winning team, all they talk about is how good you are, not how good they are. You know, and I'm being brought up into an era that we went through a bit of a tough time, and if Arm wasn't hitting his lengths, Sammy wasn't quite right, all these type of things. So all I wanted to talk about how good they are, because I'm fed up of people telling me how bad you are. And I'm a really positive person. I think this guy can go on and smash it and represent Pakistan, as I do with these two guys, and he's one of the greatest of all time. But you've got to talk guys up. I'm fed up of people saying how bad you are. But Misbah talks about a process. And if you do the process right and go through your routines, results look after itself. You know, everybody wants that 100, but you've got to do the hard work to get 100 or to get a win. So I'm always talking, like Shahzul Khan, I just think he looked to me a little bit timid, a little bit, oh gee, this is the big time. And I wanted to tell him how good he was right from the go, because I thought he could actually do what he does. And I think he's got another 20% better things in him as well. So I'm all about lifting guys up. If you have no confidence, you've got no performance. You walk into an exam and you think you're going to get belted up, you're going to get belted up. Yeah? So you've got to be prepared. I'll give you an example. We toured India in 1986, the Australian team, and I got told by all the chapels, Marsh, Lilies, it's the worst place to tour. You're going to get sick, the umpires are bad, it's the worst trip, you can't play spin, you're gone. What happened? We all got together before we left. We didn't want to hear any more negativity. We want to start to think about, right, we'll enjoy their culture, we're going to learn how to play spin, and we are the goddamn best players to spin in the world, even though we weren't. With no bad locker room talk, nothing. It's about being positive, and we end up having a fantastic tour. So, this world is tough. You guys are about to go on to be wonderful professionals in your chosen sport. And you've got to have confidence to sit, if you're a lawyer, to sit in front of a judge and show good body language, even though underneath you think, oh geez, I don't think we've got a case here. But you've got to tell them, and you've got to sell it. You have to sell it, yeah? So, Australians are all about that. And that's what I try to bring into this team. Now, interestingly, and I'll say this before we move on, we had one of the greatest, he's the greatest left-arm bowler that's ever lived in Wasm Akram in our team as our mentor. And they helped out Imran, Sammy, Ruman Rays. They weren't bowling that well. And within 15 minutes of saying the right things, our confidence is just went straight bang like this. So I ask you in this room, do you have a mentor? Do you have someone that you can fall back on that can tell you the truth and put an arm around you and help you get through where you want to go and what your dream is? Because if you don't, you're going to struggle. So if you want to do one thing today, you go, your mentor might be your dad, it might be your mum, it might be your professor, it might be someone else, an uncle, an auntie. But you've got to need someone to help you get through life, because life is a difficult thing without having friends. We could never have won the championship if we had 20 honest players together with a really good coaching staff trying to sell the vision. And if you haven't got a mentor, get one. Get someone that you can trust, sit them down, give them a call when you're feeling a bit down and out, because you want positive people around you. I've got the best captain of all time from Pakistan. I've got Wassim Akram. I've got the players who I wanted in my team. I've got the best probably T20 player in the world is Andre Russell. I'm going to hurt people with these people, you know? And you've got to let the other people know how good you are sometimes. Sometimes it may be too much from my way, but I like to be out there and telling them how good they are. And that's hard to sell for young guys, particularly a little bit in Pakistan, or a little bit defensive, conservative. But this game and age, the game is going so far ahead, they can be multi-millionaires, well he is already, but multi-millionaires in a couple of years. Your life can change like that. And that's what about positivity means.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Dino, for being brief.
Great. I want to ask you guys a question about Misbah. Who do you think looks hotter in a beard? Fawad Khan or Misbah Khan? एक तो फवाद खान की भी फैन है, सेम आंसर है। मिसबा दाढ़ी के बारे में बताना चाहे तो बता दीजिएगा, मगर मेरा सवाल तो ये था कि आप लोग टीम में 3 लोग तो फैसलाबाद से हैं, आपने खुद फैसलाबाद के साथ काफ़ी कामयाबी जो T20 में भी रही है, डोमेस्टिक में भी रही है, तो जब ये फ्रैंचाइजेस बनी और इस्लामाबाद के साथ आप लोग का रिश्ता जुड़ा, तो उसमें मतलब उस शहर के साथ लगाओ या जो अपनी फैसलाबाद की आइडेंटिटी है, उसमें कोई कॉन्फ्लिक्ट आता है, तो मुश्किल होता है एक नए शहर के लिए खेलना? और मैं चाहूँगा आप लोग बाकी भी इसका जवाब दें।
दाढ़ी के बारे में तो ये है कि मैंने कहा थोड़े पैसे बचा लो। मेरे ख्याल में एज ए प्रोफेशनल बीइंग द कैपिटल ऑफ पाकिस्तान का कप्तान होते हुए उस टीम को कैप्टन करना जैसे पूरे पाकिस्तान को रिप्रेजेंट करना, तो मैं सारे पाकिस्तान के सारे शहरों को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि कैपिटल है। दैट वाज समथिंग डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अदर टीम्स। और कोई भी टीम जिसके साथ बिलीव करे किसी भी स्पोर्ट्समैन का नाम जुड़ता है, वो उसके लिए मेरे ख्याल में उसकी ईगो, उसकी प्राइड उस नाम के साथ होती है। वो जो पिछली आप टीम किसी से भी खेल रहे होते वो आप भूल जाते हैं। देन दैट टीम इज़ योर आइडेंटिटी, और आप कोशिश करते हैं कि बस यही मेरा ब्रांड है और इसके लिए मैंने खेलना और इसके लिए जीतना। जितने भी प्लेयर थे फैसलाबाद से, मुल्तान से, कराची से 3-4 प्लेयर थे हमारे, जिस तरीके से सारे मिल के खेले, दैट वाज इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड। दैट वाजंट फैसलाबाद, कराची या मुल्तान or any other team. That was basically the capital of Pakistan, Islamabad United.
As a coach, I said, right, that's it. I'll work out the acceptance speech because I thought we won it just then. And this is where great leaders say the right things at the right times, and that's where it was.
इमरान और हुसैन, आप लोग भी अगर वो मिसबा की तकरीर याद हो तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताएंगे।
मिसबा की तकरीर के बारे में तो नहीं, एक और मैं आपको बात एक दफ़ा हम मैच खेलने जा रहे थे मुल्तान, मैं हफीज़ भाई थे, मोहम्मद हफीज़ और मिसबा भाई, हम लोग गाड़ी में जा रहे थे, तो रोड बिल्कुल खाली था, तो मिसबा भाई ने अचानक गाड़ी स्लो की, 60 पे कर दी, तो हफीज़ भाई कहते हैं ओ मिसबा रोड खाली है, गड्डी नहीं चला, लेट हो रहे हैं। तो मिसबा भाई कहते हैं यार पागल दे पुत्र ने जो 60 स्पीड लगाई हुई है, 60 लिखा हुआ था। तो बताने का मकसद कि मैंने अपनी लाइफ में इतना डिसिप्लिन इंसान नहीं देखा। रोड खाली था, रोड खाली था, लेकिन उन्होंने पूरा लॉ को फॉलो किया और अपनी गाड़ी 60 पे ले आए। मतलब ये ही इनकी ज़िंदगी की सबसे बड़ी मतलब वो है। और आज अल्लाह ताला ने इनको जो मुकाम दिया वो मतलब एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकते। आप ये बता रहे कि मोहम्मद हफीज़ ने उसके बाद कितनी देर बहस की होगी।
Alright, everyone, that's all the time we have today. Before we leave, Lums, give a huge round of applause to the PSL.